What's up, fans? Guys, time the prize is back. I hope you guys are having a good day so far. As you can see, I'm wearing my shirt as usual, or jersey. Doesn't really matter, but yeah, it's Thursday. We got Thursday night football on tonight, so you gotta watch that one. We got the Bills and the Buccaneers. Very interesting situation. The Buccaneers, they lost, I think, to the Falcons last week, and the Bills look absolutely horrible against the Patriots last week as well. So both teams looking for a win tonight. We'll see what happens there, and then also we got the Red Wings on tonight. I might be able to watch it. Bally Sports Detroit is not on Hulu Live TV. That's, I guess, my cable provider or my streaming service that I use to watch live TV. Bally Sports Detroit's not on it, so I'll have to find a way to watch it tonight. But yeah, we got hockey, we got football. I think the World Series starts pretty soon too. I think we got some fights on this weekend. So yeah, another big weekend really of sports. So place your bets and go from there. So yeah, now we got to dive into this Michigan sign stealing scandal. Obviously, it's been taking college football by storm. Obviously, it's Michigan, big brand, big name school. Obviously, going to get a lot of attention. But yeah, Connor Stalions, the football analyst who's suspended due to these due to the situation of sign stealing. I read this article. It's on my laptop right now, mlive.com. ESPN, it says, ESPN reported that Stalions purchased tickets to more than 35 games at 17 stadiums around the country, and he used a bunch of people to get these tickets, sit in his seats, and then record the home team's, I guess, signs or signals with their smartphone. And I guess a report says that the NCAA has these videos of these people videotaping the signs and the signals from the home team. And yeah, it's just not looking good. It's getting worse for Michigan. It's really sad because the kids don't deserve this. The athletes that are out there each and every Saturday, balling out, trying to compete for a national championship. Really, obviously, Big Ten title is always a goal, but obviously the ultimate goal is to win it all. But now you got this distraction, and this is a very good team, very talented team. JJ McCarthy is really good. Blake Corum, Donovan Edwards, Roman Wilson, all these guys. Our defense is top notch, and now you got this whole sign stealing scandal taking place and kind of just disrupting everything we've worked for. Obviously nothing's tied to Jim Harbaugh. Who knows how much he knows or if he knows anything. But yeah, it's not looking good for Michigan. And it just sucks because being a fan of Michigan, it's just like, damn, dude, I don't want to be dealing with this. I want my guys, our team to, win and compete for a national championship. And now everyone's going to think we're cheaters because supposedly we're stealing signs from other teams. But yeah, I mean, he's everywhere too. His article talks about how he's with the defensive coordinator, Jesse Minter, and then he's with the offensive coordinator, Sharon Moore, who obviously was a interim head coach at the beginning of the season when Jim Harbaugh was suspended first 4 games for the COVID dead period recruiting violations. So yeah, Michigan definitely just can't stay out of trouble, it seems like. But yeah, this situation, this story is definitely looking pretty serious for the university. So yeah, so right here, mlive.com report or article says it's important to note that sign stealing is not against the rules, and what Stalions is doing, shown footage, isn't prohibited. It's part of the game. For many college coaches have stated this, but teams cannot send scouts to future opponents' games and record signals, which Michigan is being investigated for. And then obviously, as I mentioned, the NCAA says they have video evidence that Michigan, these people that were recruited by Stalions, recorded these signals from the future opponents, the home team rather, and recording it and taking note of it. So yeah, it's a shit show. It's a shit show right now for Michigan football. Obviously, they're on a bye week, so this is all Michigan. This is all what sports is going to be talking about. All the major networks. You got ESPN, Fox Sports. Everyone's going to be talking about it. I was listening to 97.1 The Ticket earlier today with Mike Valenti and Rico Beard, right here in based in Southfield, Michigan. And yeah, they were kind of talking about it, and Mike was saying that everyone does it. He doesn't really like that idea, but I mean at the same time, I guess I guess we're kind of missing the point too. I mean, Michigan's using technology to, I guess, cheat or to gain an advantage. But I mean, we can't be the only school. I mean, obviously, I have no evidence at all, but we can't be the only school doing this or did this in the past. But yeah, it's just like in today's culture, why would you even try to attempt this, especially with technology and how far we are in technology? Everything's recorded, man. Everything's noted, recorded, seen. Someone's gonna find out, and it's not gonna end well. And obviously for Michigan, undefeated season again. Just got done beating their in-state rival 49-0. And now you got to deal with this. And yeah, I mean, obviously this has been going on for a few weeks, almost a month now. But yeah, it's just getting worse. NCAA is just finding anything against Michigan. But yeah, it's crazy. It's definitely unfortunate too. Like I said, for the athletes dealing with this, can't even imagine what they're going through right now. But yeah, these are grown-ups, and these are grown men making stupid-ass decisions, and the kids are suffering for it. You know what I mean? So it has to, the adults have to be accountable. And I think in this situation, no one's being accountable right now. Michigan says they're going to fully cooperate in this investigation, help out the NCAA, see what they can find, if they have to do, whatever they got to do, fire people, whatever. But yeah, I don't know, for the rest of the season, how does it play out? We got a few games left. We got Purdue, not this week, but the following week. We got at Penn State, and then we got Maryland, and obviously the last game of the season is against Ohio State. So, we got 4 more games left. How's that going to look for Michigan? Yeah, it's sad. It's just like, I still like Michigan. Michigan's my team, but, dealing with this, it sucks. It sucks. I mean, I want to hear how you guys feel about it. Obviously, maybe not the worst thing to happen, but it's like you really need to, win that way. Like, just go out there and use your talent. You recruit these kids to play for your school. Like, go out there and win. Just play football. It's not that hard. And yeah, it sucks because, like I said, kids, nothing to do with it. These are adults, grown men making all these bullshit decisions, acting like kids. We can't win this way, so we gotta find another way. The shortest path to success, right? But yeah, this whole situation, the sign stealing scandal at Michigan, it's not going away. And like I said, Michigan's on a bye week this week, so this is all they're going to be talking about. But yeah, it just sucks. Me personally, I just think it sucks because we're having another good season. Obviously we're going to might have an opportunity to contend for the Big Ten championship again, and then possibly another trip to the college football playoff. But now we got this going on. It sucks. It really does. So yeah, I want to hear how you guys feel about it. It's just, I don't know. I'm pretty sure in the past many programs did something like this. Did in-person scouting or whatnot, or took note of signals and what they meant. But now we're using technology, which is very stupid because everything's tracked. And then I saw another thing, I think on my phone, that these people were Venmoing, paying through Venmo, the Stallions guy, the Connor Stallions, the football analyst, and they were paying him, and then under the description, they would write the, I guess, player's name or use a code name, whatever, to, I guess, signal, what they were doing. So that's pretty stupid too. Everything's tracked, man. That's why I don't understand, like, why did you make it so obvious? And of course it's Michigan, so obviously that's going to get a lot of press. It's going to get a lot of attention, and yeah, it just sucks, man. It really does. Like, I don't know. Yeah, I'm kind of bummed out about it because now it's just like watching the rest of the season. Like, why is Michigan up 40-0 before the half? Why does it seem like it's easy to tackle the ball carrier when we're on defense? Whatever. But yeah, it just sucks. And then in the video, from last year, it shows Connor Stallions, I guess, doing the signals, and defense reads it, and then Ohio State has the ball because they're changing the play, doing an audible, and Connor Stallions from the sidelines doing the hand signal or whatever, and the defense reads it, and then they make the play. So it's just like, man. And then how many other people are involved? I mean, is Jim Harbaugh involved? How much does he know or doesn't know? Who else is involved in this? Not just Connor Stallions and the people he recruited to go to those games and film the signals of the future opponents for Michigan, but yeah, who else? Are any assistant coaches involved? Michigan officials, whatever. It sucks, man. I mean, it just, damn it. Another great season, and now we got to deal with this bullshit. It's a headache, man. It really is, but something we gotta keep our eye on. But yeah, it doesn't look good. I think the floodgates have officially opened on this investigation, on this situation, rather, for Michigan. And yeah, I don't think it's going away anytime soon, unfortunately. So yeah, we just gotta keep an eye out on what's going on. And yeah, I don't know if they're gonna be, what are the repercussions of this if all this comes out, if all this is fact, true, evidence is there, the proof is there. Like, what's going to happen to Michigan football? Do they have to vacate wins from like last year, the year before, the Big Ten championship, the victories? Do we have to vacate those? Do we have to vacate our wins from this season right now? I mean, do we even finish this season? I don't know. It sucks, man. I mean, it's just a complete heartbreak, in my opinion, what Michigan's going through right now. But yeah, just takes one idiot to ruin everything, and Connor Stallions is that idiot. So yeah, thank you for making Michigan look like a bunch of chumps. I mean, that's a perfect description of what Michigan is right now. We're looking like a bunch of chumps that we got to take the easy way out to gain an advantage over our opponents. But we'll see what happens. Definitely a recurring story. We'll definitely have to keep an eye out on that and go from there. But yeah, I'll still be wearing blue. Go blue. You guys can criticize me all you want. I don't care. But with Michigan on the bye week, what's going to happen? I don't know. But yeah, shitty situation. I want to hear you guys' thoughts on it. It just sucks. So with that being said, we got to move on to something more positive, because that whole situation, just hearing it on the radio today and then, talking about it for the first, 12 minutes of this episode, I'm done. I'm done with it, man. It's annoying, it really sucks too. So, but yeah, we got to hop over to the professional level, the NFL. We got a game on tonight. We got Thursday Night Football, as usual, Amazon Prime, 8:15 p.m. Check it out. Get your lineups ready for fantasy football. The Brides did horrible last week in fantasy, so need a bounce back week. So pretty much almost halfway there with fantasy football. So it's cruising, man. I mean, time flies. It really does with fantasy football. So the Brides needs to get some wins. I need to get some points for my league, especially because we played a point system. So Brides needs a bounce back week. Could get it tonight. I have Stephon Diggs in one of my leagues. I think it is the Guys Time of the Brides League, if I'm not mistaken. It might be my brother's friend's league, but who knows. But either way, I need a win. I need a win in one of my leagues. So we got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at the Buffalo Bills tonight. I'm going to make my pick for that, as I usually do. The Brides always makes his picks. These are Week 8 picks. We're already in Week 8 of the NFL season, so the Brides will make his official picks for this week. Tonight, we got Tampa Bay, Buffalo. Buffalo at home, they didn't look good against the Patriots. Short week. Tampa Bay, I don't really trust Baker Mayfield on the road. Mike Evans, I think he's going to have a touchdown. Stephon Diggs is going to have a touchdown as well. I got Buffalo at home. I think they bounce back from that embarrassing loss to the Patriots, who are trash, by the way. I think they win at home tonight. So I got the Buffalo Bills beating the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So now Sunday, got our whole lineup there. We got the Rams at Dallas. I got Dallas in this one. I like them at home. Minnesota at Green Bay. Minnesota didn't look too bad against the 49ers this past Monday. But you know what? I think Minnesota still finds a way to win. So yeah, I know. I was thinking about picking Green Bay there. I know, right? At home. Yeah, I like Minnesota in this one. So I got the Vikings over the Packers there. You got Atlanta at Tennessee. I got Atlanta because Tennessee is just trash. I got Derrick Henry in one of my leagues, and damn, it's just sad. So yeah, you got that. You got New Orleans at Indianapolis. Obviously, Anthony Richardson's out for the rest of the season with a shoulder injury. He's getting surgery on it, or he had surgery on it, but he's done for the season. New Orleans, man, Derek Carr. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I'll go with the Saints over the Colts because I just don't trust the Colts right now. So, yeah, Saints over the Colts. The Patriots at Miami. So, on the road, this is a division game. Anything can happen. New England probably has a lot of confidence right now after beating the Bills last week. But Miami's offense is the best in the league right now, and they're playing at home. I like Miami winning that one. So, I got the Dolphins over the Patriots. In that game, you got the Jets at the Giants, the Battle of New York. I like the Jets in this one. I think the defense comes out and plays big-time football there. So Jets over the Giants. Jacksonville at Pittsburgh. I like Jacksonville in this one. I think their defense takes care of business there. So Jaguars over the Steelers. You got the Eagles at the Commanders. I like the Eagles in this one. It's a division game. Usually Washington plays tough against these guys, but I think the Eagles find a way to win. A.J. Brown's been playing some really good football, and they got to utilize him more and then get Devontae Smith in there because I haven't won my league. So, yeah, Eagles over Commanders there. You got the Texans at Carolina. I like the Texans winning that one over the Panthers. And then you got the Cleveland Browns against the Seattle Seahawks. Man, Cleveland's defense is not that bad. It's just their offense sucks because Deshaun Watson sucks. But Seattle at home, that's a tough place to play. I'm going to pick Seattle at home. I got the Seahawks over the Browns there. You got Kansas City Chiefs at the Denver Broncos. Division game, anything happen, but I like the Chiefs in this one. The Broncos are just a shit show right now. So the Chiefs over the Broncos. You got the Ravens at the Arizona Cardinals. I like the Ravens in this one. Lamar Jackson kicked our ass last week, so I think he continues his dominance. So yeah, Baltimore, the Ravens over the Cardinals there. You got the Bengals at San Francisco. San Francisco losing the past 2 games. I mean, are they slipping a little bit? I don't know. But they're playing at home. I think they find a way to win. You know, it seems like they can't win road games, but at home they're almost perfect. So I got the 49ers beating the Bengals there in that game. And then the Sunday night game for Week 8, you got the Chargers at home playing the Chicago Bears. So the Chargers, I don't know, man. They don't look good at all. And then Chicago playing some good football lately. You know, last few times I picked the Chargers, they've lost. I mean, I love Justin Herbert's my boy, man. I like that team for some reason. I like that team. I think they find a way to win. I'm going to give them one more shot this week. If not, I'm done picking them for the rest of the season. But yeah, I think at home they'll find a way to win against Chicago. But Chicago, yeah, waking up a little bit. Waking up. Everyone was freaking out at the beginning of the season, but now I don't know. They're not that bad now. They're playing some decent football, but I think the Chargers will find a way to win at home for that Sunday night football game. So I got the Chargers over the Bears for that game. And then the Monday night football game, the night before Halloween, Hell's Night used to be called here in Michigan. I don't think they call that anymore because it might offend people. Yeah. Welcome to 2023, right? I'm going to say Hell's Night, and I don't give a damn if it offends people. You know, kiss my ass, right? But yeah, you got the Vegas Raiders going up against the Detroit Lions. The Lions playing at home. I mean, obviously got embarrassed by the Ravens last week. Do they bounce back? I think they do at home. I mean, they're pissed off how they played against the Ravens. I mean, it was a shit show. It was absolutely horrible. But, 5-2, stop freaking out, people. We got a lot of football to play. This game here, they got dominated. I'm talking like 40-0 or like 56-3. I'm not even joking. Like, dude, you have to dominate in this game. If the Lions want to be for real, after getting their asses kicked last week against the Ravens, they have to bounce back this week against the Raiders, especially on Monday Night Football. That's prime time. Playing at home, that crowd's going to go crazy. You got to dominate and kick ass, and I think Detroit will do that. So I got the Detroit Lions defeating the Vegas Raiders because the Vegas Raiders are just horrible right now, and that sucks because I had Josh Jacobs in 2 of my leagues, and I got Devontae Adams in 1 of my leagues, and they haven't done shit the past like 3 weeks. I'm about to drop them. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, crazy enough. The Bry's going to drop the 2 top players, but when they're playing for a shitty team, a shitty organization, I mean, what are you going to do, right? But yeah, anyways, I got the Lions beating the Raiders, and those are my Week 8 picks. the Bryce's Week 8 pick. So tell me in the comment section how did I do? Am I crazy, or maybe this week I'll have a winning record, because last week I think I went 4-8. Yeah, it was the worst week the Bryce had in terms of making his picks for football. Hopefully I bounce back in terms of making my picks this week along with fantasy football, because yeah, last week was a shit show. So yeah, we got that, and now we got to hop over to college football. But yeah, watch that game tonight, Buccaneers Bills, 8:15 on Amazon Prime Time. It's gonna be a good one, or it should be a good one. The two teams looking for a win after losing last week. So, but yeah, with that, we got to talk about college football. So we had a couple games on yesterday, a couple games on Tuesday, and then I think we got 2 on tonight. Syracuse and Virginia Tech, I think, is one of them. Yep, and then Georgia State and Georgia Southern playing tonight. And then Friday's game, you got Florida Atlantic against Charlotte. Florida State, and then the weekend, Saturday lineup, you got Florida State at Wake Forest, Oklahoma at Kansas, Indiana at Penn State, Maryland at Northwestern, a Big Ten matchup there. You got BYU at Texas. You got number 1 Georgia going against Florida, so SEC big matchup there. Oregon against Utah, Pac-12 matchup there. That should be an interesting one. Pittsburgh at Notre Dame. Auburn at Mississippi State, Michigan State at Minnesota. Let's see, USC going up against California. Yeah, obviously Michigan's on a bye week this week. Probably still dealing, I'm going to hear a bunch about the sign stealing scandal. Yeah, it is, like I said, it's not a good look for them right now. Yeah, Wisconsin or Ohio State rather, at Wisconsin. Hopefully Wisconsin pulls off the upset, but I don't think they will. Colorado at UCLA. See if they can get their shit together. Prime time, right? Deion Sanders, creating attention for himself. So, yeah, that's basically week 9 for college football in terms of the big games. There's a bunch of other games because it's college football, but yeah, no Michigan football this week. They got Purdue next Saturday. Hopefully they win that one and not let this sign stealing investigation distract them from anything. So that's college football. We got to hop over to the UFC. We got fight night on this weekend. You got Jailton Almeida going up against Derek Lewis, heavyweight bout there. That should be an interesting one. I think Derek Lewis finds a way to win. That'll be my only pick for fight night, because all these other guys, I am not sure who they are. And then, yeah, we got to talk about UFC 295. Found out about this yesterday. John Jones injured. He injured his right pectoral muscle. Obviously, if you guys know pectoral muscles, your pecs right here. He tore that. So he's going to be out for 8 months. So obviously that whole fight's done. Stipe's not fighting either. So that's very unfortunate. I was really looking forward to that fight. So no more John Jones versus Stipe. Sucks, but we got a good main event, I guess, substitute, if you want to call it that. You got Yuri Prochazka against Alex Pereira for the interim light heavyweight championship. That's going to be a good one there. And then you got Sergey Pavlovich going up against Tom Aspinall, the heavyweight co-main event for the interim title. So that'll be a good fight as well. And then, yeah, Diego Lopez, he's a good fighter there. But yeah, John Jones, Stipe is off. John Jones got hurt. Won't be seeing him for a while. Yeah, he'll probably come back, probably around UFC 300. Same with Conor McGregor. Just get all the stars to come out, and we'll make UFC 300 the biggest pay-per-view of all time, right? So, yeah, we got that going on next year. And then, yeah, we got a couple of fight nights coming up. And then UFC 296. This is coming out in December. Excuse me. So UFC 296, December 16th. You got Leon Edwards going up against Colby Covington for the UFC welterweight championship. That's the main event. That's going to be a good one. The flyweight championship co-main event. You got the champion Alexandre Pantoja defending the title against Brandon Royval. That's going to be fireworks. I think you're going to see a bloodbath like we saw a few months ago with Brandon Moreno and Alexandre Pantoja. I think we're going to have a repeat performance from both of these guys, Royval and Pantoja. So keep your eye on that one. And then you got Stephen Thompson fighting, 40 years old and still throwing those leg kicks. He'll be fighting. And then Tony Ferguson. Obviously, I mentioned this last time in the last episode, going up against Paddy Pimblett. Hopefully, Tony Ferguson wins and then leaves because, I don't think his mental state is in the greatest shape right now. I feel bad for him. He was one of the top lightweights in the UFC. I think, and I said this before, if the Conor McGregor show didn't exist, and I think if Khabib didn't exist, and Tony Ferguson would be a top dog, like a top fighter in the UFC, not just in the lightweight division, but just in general. I mean, he's still a legend. I mean, he's definitely, I believe he's going to be in the UFC Hall of Fame one day. Just how much he's given to the sport, how many classic fights he's had. But yeah, it just sucks because he's 39 years old, pushing 40, and obviously he's lost his last 6 fights. He hasn't won a fight since 2019. It's 2023. 4 years is a long time to win a fight. But he's a fan favorite. I'm one of his fans. It's just I don't like to see him take any more punishment. So hopefully he finds a way to win. Has a good game plan against Paddy Pimblett. I think this is a winnable fight for Tony Ferguson. So hopefully he wins and takes care of business. So yeah, you got that fight going on. And then you got Vicente Luque going up against Ian Gary. That's going to be a good one as well. So yeah, this card is stacked. Hopefully no one gets injured. We had John Jones get hurt, and now we're not going to see John Jones versus Stipe probably till next year or maybe never. I don't know. We'll see, I guess. But yeah, that sucks because I was really looking forward to that fight. But not anymore, unfortunately. So, but yeah, UFC 296 in December. That's going to be a good one. I hope everyone stays healthy so we can watch that one. And yeah, that's really it for UFC. So now, to end this episode today, we got the NHL. So we got to talk about some hockey. So obviously, the Red Wings are on tonight and going up against the Winnipeg Jets. Since I don't have Bally Sports Detroit, I'm going to have to find a way to stream the Red Wings. I live in Michigan. I can't even watch the Detroit Red Wings. I mean, that's bullshit. It sucks, but whatever. I'll find a way to watch hockey. But then you got some other games on. You got the Anaheim Ducks going against Boston. Boston's looking pretty good so far. The Columbus Blue Jackets at Montreal. Montreal looked pretty good the other night. Winnipeg at Detroit. Let's go Red Wings. Let's bounce back from that Tuesday night loss against the Kraken and win at home. Because obviously this weekend they travel to Boston and go up against the Bruins. So yeah, let's get the win tonight against Winnipeg. Winnipeg is a decent team, so you got to play all 3 periods there. San Jose at Tampa, Colorado at Pittsburgh. That's going to be a good one. You got Seattle at Carolina. You got Minnesota at Philadelphia. Ottawa at New York Islanders. The Toronto Maple Leafs are looking really good so far against the Dallas Stars. St. Louis Blues at Calgary Flames. And then the New York Rangers going up against the Edmonton Oilers. That's going to be a really interesting one there too. So yeah, lots of hockey tonight. Place your bets. Let's go Red Wings. And yeah, get that victory. So with that, the prize is done with today's episode. So thank you so much for joining me on this edition of Guys Time of the Prize. I hope you enjoyed it. As you all know, YouTube, obviously the video version will be up there probably later tonight. So make sure you check that out. Hopefully my audio is working. Hopefully there was no cutouts during this episode because last week I had a bunch of issues of cutting out, so that's why you guys only got the video version. Hopefully the audio version works this time around so you can listen on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. So we got that. I got a t-shirt. If you guys want t-shirts, let me know. Message me. You know the drill for that. And then, yeah, watch sports. Obviously, Thursday Night Football on tonight. The Bills and the Buccaneers. Should be an interesting one. Get your fantasy football lineups ready to go. And then watch some hockey. Got a lot of hockey games. I'm going to be watching the Red Wings and the Winnipeg Jets game. So let's go Red Wings. Get that victory. Bounce back from Tuesday night's loss against the Seattle Kraken. I'll try to watch some college football this weekend. I'm going up north, actually, with my brother and a couple of his buddies. So might not watch a whole lot of college football, but I'll try to catch some games. And then obviously Sunday football, you already know the Bryce is going to be watching football all day there and looking at his fantasy lineups. Not as much as some of these guys. Some of these guys look at their fantasy lineups like like constantly. I look at it like, before the game, 1 o'clock game starts, after the 1 o'clock games are over, and then probably later on in the night. So 3 to 4 times I check. It's fantasy football, man. It's a great time, but I'm not too worried about it. I just like to have fun when it comes to fantasy football. So, but yeah, with that, thank you. The prize is out. Take care. Have a good weekend. Stay safe. Watch some sports. Play some bets. Get your lineups ready for fantasy football. And you guys take care. Thank you so much. You guys are awesome. Have a great rest of your night. And I am out here. Peace.